Yeah, well, leads to my next question. So you went to Berkeley.
Yeah.
And so what in Boston, like, what do you think? I mean, I'm sure, people here have seen different episodes of the drum show and heard, different drummers talk about Boston. What do you think how does Boston produce some of the really great drummers that are out there? Like, what do you think of Boston on a whole, like their sound that comes out of here?
I would probably say, man, much like, Boston is what I like to call a mixed bag of tricks, because it has so much variety to offer, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Boston is like, it's what I call the clean New York. You know what I'm saying? You walk down the street.
No, I understand. I used to live in New York, so
yeah.
definitely.
It's if you think about it, like, just use myself for example. I'm a native Houstonian. I'm actually, from Angleton, Texas, which is just like 20 miles outside of Houston, but I lived in Houston forever, like, and I was on the street, like, with no formal training, having like all of this stuff that I was learning, like bash and Houston. You play all the hardest and craziest stuff, and they don't tell you what to do. It's like they count you off and you're in it. So you get these nerves of steel and all of that. And then I came to Berkeley, audition, and got in. I was playing with Everett Harp at the time. I was out in LA when I found out that I got in, and I got here. And nonetheless, I met all of these different people. And the type of person that I am is that I'm like, you could actually go and take a private lesson. Like, you could have, I could take the Zeke Martin class, Zeke Martin 101. Okay. And I'm just like, okay, Zeke, show me that lick you did or whatever, and it's like, I'm into learning what it is you do, but the truth of the matter is that the biggest lessons you can take from somebody is listening to their experiences. Right. So, Berkeley, we got Peterson, we had Rick Considine, who was like huge, a huge thing. Tara Lynn Carrington is here. Like, you have like all of these different. Yeah, Kenwood Denard. Yeah. Mike Mangini. Was Casey Sherrill, I think. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Rob Morgenstein. Mm-hmm. A huge Boston secret favorite. One of my favorites, just because the dude's heart is like massive. That'd be Dave DeCenzo. Everybody, I mean, Dave is like, he's like, you've heard about him, you've seen about him.
You've heard the myth, you've heard the legend, right?
Yeah, he's and the cool part is that when I actually hooked up with Dave, he didn't really, Dave didn't really say, he was like, I already heard you can play. That's cool. What can I help you with?
Right.
And he was showing me some different stuff, and not until the very last lesson, Dave was like, all right, we gotta play. I've heard some good things, and we played, and he was like, dude, you got your own thing popping, and I was like, yo, you definitely got your own thing popping, and the teacher-student relationship was. It was more like, person-to-person relationship, which was good.
Two friends hanging out.
Right.
And sharing, trading different, ideas and so on and so forth.
Kind of like we're doing right now. Trading shooting ideas. So,
but,
I would have to say, the reason I say Boston is a mixed bag of tricks is because you got all these implants that come from different places into Boston, and you also have people from Boston that take things from, so it's a give and take thing.
Yeah.
And when you leave Boston, the people that were here, your peers, they influence you, and you're doing like, who's a good person, like, DeCenzo really has his own thing, and there's a really good friend of mine named Walter Turner. I mean, Walter really has like a lot of DeCenzo stuff down, and before he came to Berkeley, he was talking about how he wanted to study with the cat and how he really changed the game for him when he left. So I would probably say that's the biggest thing about Boston, is that you take away from it all of the, what I like to call nutrition that's here. You're taking away from it, and me personally, I took away from it the connections, I met Zeke Martin, I met I met Brian Blade here, I met Kenny Garrett here, just anybody you could think of. It was connecting with those people, and then once I connected, it was taking the experience and applying it to what I do now.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Boston is, such a vast city, and, so many people have come through the city, and used to be one of the biggest jazz meccas, and back in the day, because you had like Tony Williams and Roy Haynes and Alan Dawson, all those major cats, and everyone's Berkeley's here, so everyone's kind of come through, and so that connection thing is definitely huge.
Heavy, dude. Heavy. And then Lenny Nelson. Lenny used to teach at Berkeley. He's working down at the subway, and I bump into him. My buddy was telling me about it. I bump into Lenny. Lenny has like over, I think, like 3,000 videos that he did by hand or something.
That's crazy.
And he talks about how these people, when Berkeley was around, and it was still Schillinger, and then it became Berkeley School, and then college, how these cats would right down the street playing, at the hotel, or, right. And I was like, man, we would have been fortunate, as these new school cats to get to see.
To be able to check that out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Crazy.
Definitely. So, what does, I know he has a vast, amount of people that he's played with. I'm not going to get into that. We'll be here for like another half hour or something like that. But, you have a website, right?
Yeah.
What's your website?
It's www. Of course, everybody knows that. It goes without saying. 21st century Jovol. All right, but it's like THE, truereality.com.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely check out thetruereality.com. See who he's played with, but what is in the future for you?
Let's see. I like to hit the lottery.
Okay.
That's
I've heard you actually have to play first.
You're right. I don't.
There
you go. I'll split it with you.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down.
But,
lucky number is 8, by the way. So
okay. I'm still working on 44 right now.
Okay, cool.
But I'd probably say in terms of past, my combination of last year, I got to play with Stanley Clark. That was he's a school all of his own. But I would probably say in the future, I would love to play with. We were just talking about Eric Clapton.
Right, that's right.
Eric is like, just one of the cornerstones
Slow
of
hand.
music. Yeah, it's
slow hand.
It's a different thing that's popping, man. I would really like to play. I would probably say in terms of pop, man, I love Andre 3000.
Okay.
It's a
different. It's different.
It's a different thing,
I liked when they came out, because it was like, oh. Well, this is different. No one's doing this. This is cool.
Yeah,
I dug that.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of hip hop, because it's funny, man. Like, I just ran into a girl. She was asking me, like, what do you play? What do you do? And what's your favorite style of music? And I was like, well, just music. Because every night it's straight ahead. It's gospel one night. It's hip hop. It's salsa. It's that's the phone ringing right now. It could be money. But it's it's just a different thing, and so probably in terms of pop, I'd probably say Andre 3000 would be the cat, and in terms of jazz, it would probably, let me see, I would love to play with Chick Corea. I would, Herbie and
there's a local cat,
George
Chick Corea.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
Chelsea.
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, Terry Lynn's in Chelsea.
See, Boston is where it's at.
It's where it's the Bean Town. Beantown and H-Town combination.
There you go.
Working it out.
Cool, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. So you've been playing for a long time. There's a lot of the up-and-comers, a lot of young kids coming up. Any advice for them? As a working musician, he does this for a living, so...
I would probably say, man, truth be told, I think one of the biggest things, the first thing is, prayer, man. Prayer changes things. I mean, real talk, I'm a PK. Any of y'all who know me probably knows that, but the real thing is that, prayer keeps you level-headed, man. It's like, having that personal connection and feedback, because it's, it's like, it's an intimate thing, but when we're playing the drums, it's just a medium for us to communicate how we feel about, how what happened today. I just had that mango smoothie. You know how we learn everything, the food, or you get excited.
That's a musician thing. The food, definitely. Yeah.
So it's like having that connection to saying, okay, this is how I felt today, or man, thank y'all. The crowd is, you're out there, 15,000 plus. The crowd is vibing, and you're saying, man, I want to give this back, and then you're giving it back. So I would probably say, number one thing, prayer changes things, and that that, you know, that's what allows me to hop on stage and share what I share with y'all, because my gift has been, I've been playing since what, 5? Since I was 5 now, and I started in church, and I don't know where it came from.
Right.
I sat down one day,
Just
started hitting, bro, and you know, that's what it was. So I'd probably say that the biggest advice that I could give outside of that is please, musicians, stay level-headed. You know, drummers, we have a tendency, like real talk. I love Zeke. That's my dude. You know, he's cool peeps. You know, that's why we hang.
That's
and,
right,
and,
man. That's right.
You see, Zeke is hanging with everybody, man. He's got us all here. You know, at the beam, like it's gonna be one big roundup.
That's right.
So, you know, that's the thing. If we all stay level-headed and we love each other, it's like, yo, dude, I listen to your record and I love what you do.
Right. Being supportive of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, have a good time and practice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you get to do much of that these days?
You know what? I do. I'm very lucky. I'm a very odd musician. I actually get up at 8 o'clock every morning and practice for an hour and a half, and then crawl back into bed and go back to sleep. No, no, I do. I get up, you know, do some practicing in the morning, and then, you know, start my day. It's a good way to start your day. It gets you, you know, even whether you have a good practice session or a bad one, because if you have a bad one, you know, actually I love having bad sessions because I know the next one's going to be good.
Oh yeah, it's killing.
So, you know, I know that the next one is, you know, it's going to be off the hook. So, cool. Jovol Bell. If you don't know about this cat, go check him out. He's killing. He's the man. And this has been another episode of The Drum Show. Thank you very much.
Yep. It's the drum show. It's the drum show. It's the drum show. It's the drum show. Oh yeah, don't forget to go check out Evans, Kickport, and Rimrise, and just a couple other companies. I just wanted to show them some love too.
There you go.
It's Zeke Martin at the drum show. And I'm out.
Later.
Yeah.